Hi guys, welcome back to the garden. How are you? How are you? How are you? All right, today I'm actually working in my neighbor's garden. My neighbor invited me over to take a look at these knockout roses, concerned that, hey, her roses are not doing well. He is wondering, hey, do I need to remove these roses from the garden? What is going on? Right, so taking a look, this is what the roses are looking like. They've got lots of dieback, lots of dead canes just everywhere. And to be quite honest with you, there are a lot of roses. If you drive around town right now, a lot of roses are present in this way. And I'm thinking that it is all a result of the last winter. We had a rough winter, man. And that winter was really difficult for a lot of our plants. There are lots of trees that I know had to be removed, lots of roses that needed to be cut back. And so these knockouts are actually, what's that word? What word am I looking for? These knockouts are showing the result of that really harsh winter that we had. All right, so my approach with these roses, right? The question was, hey, if you have roses like this, do we need to remove them from the garden? My answer to that will be absolutely not. No way. Look at these roses, man. You can see that there is a life there. There are new green canes, there are green leaves. These roses are not finished yet. Yeah, they still got a lot of life in them. They just need a little bit of love, a little bit of TLC. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead. I'm going to roll my sleeves down at this point and slide on my rose gloves because we need to get in here and we're going to start removing all of these canes, all of these dead canes, all of this dieback. We're going to try to clean the plant out so that we can actually see the beautiful plants that we are working with. Right, you can also see that there are a lot of spent blooms, right? So they did bloom, which is absolutely awesome. Again, evidence of that. Hey, they are not finished. They want to keep doing their thing. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to deadhead, clean these babies up, and then I'll show you what they look like here in just a few. All right. All right, so this is what we have left after removing all of those dead canes. Look at these beautiful plants that we've got looking at us now, right? Absolutely beautiful. Okay, now I must admit that I was unable to get out all of the dead canes, especially at the bottom, right? That I will have to attempt to do in early spring when we're going to do our spring pruning. But from what I'm seeing here, from what we are looking at, we got some healthy roses. Now, treatment plan. Here's what I'd recommend. If you have roses in your landscape that presented like this, definitely go ahead like I did. I know it's late in the season. Just remove all of those dead canes. There is no reason for the poor baby to be carrying those all the way through the winter, right? Also, what we want to do is we don't want to give them any synthetic fertilizer way too late in the season, but we do need to give these babies some organic love, right? They need the real deal. So I would recommend put in a couple inches down of compost or maybe some cow manure, right? The really good stuff, so that all of these beautiful nutrients are going to be ready for these babies when they wake up in the spring. At that time in the spring, after you've done your spring cleanup and pruning, you can go ahead and apply your synthetic fertilizer or your fertilizer of choice at that point. Okay, second thing that I need to mention as we speak about spring. Now, these roses are pretty old. These roses are, I'm told they've been in the ground for at least 16 years. What I'd like to do in the spring is, for these roses, I'd like to do a rejuvenation sort of a pruning, right? That means that we're going to come back in here and we're going to cut these babies back to about a foot or a foot and a half in height, right? Removing all of those old canes and leaving her with at least, so hopefully we'll be able to find 4 or so healthy canes that we can leave each rose with. And then allow the roses to just spring back from there. And trust me, knockouts being the knockouts that they are, they're going to spring back and be so beautifully, absolutely rejuvenated, just absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you can picture that for some reason when I'm describing this to you, I'm picturing someone shaking their beautiful hair. You know how it's so beautiful after a nice wash and it's blown out and just gorgeous. You know, when you just get your hair done. As ladies, you give it that flip. Woohoo! Flip that hair. The roses are going to do that for you too, right? They're going to just push up all those beautiful canes, those beautiful flowers, and they will be just performing as champions again in the landscape for the hopefully several years to come. Alright, so that wraps it up for yet another video. I just wanted to show you all that, hey, if you got roses in a landscape looking like this, there is still life in these plants. Just give them a little love. Don't be afraid of giving them that TLC and a little extra care next spring in terms of the pruning and fertilization. I'm almost sure that you're going to have beautiful roses for years to come if you do this. I hope that you found the video useful, and as always, you guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see ya in the next video. Bye.